MC from over 80 years ago. My grandfather was tall, handsome, and charismatic, but he was also a womanizer, alcoholic, and petty thief. This story takes place in the early 1940s. During World War II, Grandpa had a tendency to act out whenever he didn't get his way. Fortunately, he tended more toward dramatic gestures than physical violence, and one of his dramatic gestures was to claim that since no one appreciated him, he'd just enlist and go off to war. He was young enough to enlist, but old enough to not have been drafted. He'd then write a letter to the draft board, volunteering to serve, and leave the letter out in plain sight for a few days to make sure that everyone saw it and felt bad. He'd then quietly throw it away once he felt he'd made his point. One time after he pulled this stunt, Grandpa couldn't find the letter to toss. He asked Grandma if she knew where it was, and she said, "Yes. I thought that you wanted it mailed, so I put it in the post yesterday." It appears that Grandma had had enough of his hysterics and decided to call his bluff. According to my dad, Grandpa was beside himself for weeks until he finally heard back from the draft board. Fortunately for him, they denied his application because he was a farmer and they needed him to continue producing food. That was the last time that he pulled that particular stunt. Grandma said GTFOH with that foolery. Edit to add that I love the responses with other phrases. Ya made me smile. That was the last time that he pulled that particular stunt, because everyone in the family now knew that he was exempt. Proper 1940s wife behavior. Is that what you want? Okay, I think it's stupid, but I'll stand behind your decision. Good on her for baking him a humble pie. He was very lucky that his profession was one that they absolutely did not want anyone to stop doing during wartime. I stan your gran. This is the most fantastic one of these I have ever read. Thank you. Cold sweat smile rolling on the floor laughing. Grandpa feed around and Grandma made sure he found out. Love it! Exclamation mark. If I'm not appreciated, I'll just go off to war where I am appreciated. Quote, okay, wait, no. She could have just hidden the letter for a week to make him sweat. But it sounds like she wouldn't have minded having him out of the house. Okay, pal, this means war. Your grandmother. We appreciate the gesture, but it's not needed. Till the soil. Just gotta love your grandma for this. She truly called your grandpa's bluff head on. Zany face, tears of joy, tears of joy. It sounds like he could have benefited from being straightened out by the Marine Corps. Based grandma. I laughed so hard. Your grandma ruled. Your grandma is my life goals now. Don't mess with grandma. That was a really good intro sentence to a story. Hilarious.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.